Oh man, oh man, oh man, not again.
So my school is about 6, 7 hours away from home. So on breaks and things like that, whenever I'm coming to visit home, I usually take the train. So I have a cousin who lives in Baltimore, and he brings my school is not in Baltimore, so it's like quite a ways from Baltimore. So my cousin, he usually drives me from my school to like the train station in Baltimore. On this particular occasion, he couldn't, so I had to get set up with the school shuttle, and I signed up for the train and everything, so like I was all set. And I'm just like, wow, like this day is going really smooth as I'm on my way to the train station. I'm like, it's going too smooth. Something crazy is gonna happen. We're on our way to the bus station first. I'm like, okay, because I know that the train station, I'm not really familiar with Baltimore, but I know that the train station is like 5 minutes. They're like 5 minutes apart driving. And so, as the lady drops the kids off at the bus station, who's supposed to be at the bus station, I see her begin to loop around to go back up to the highway to go back to where we came from. I started getting worried because I'm like, whoa, like the train station is that way. Why are we going back, headed back to the campus? And so then I'm like, excuse me, miss, like, are we still going to Amtrak? And she was like, yep, we're going to Amtrak and then to the airport. And so she's driving and then she stops and is like, okay, this is Amtrak. And so I'm looking around like this is not the Amtrak that I be taking. I didn't know that there was more than one Amtrak. I'm like, excuse me, miss, like, I thought you were taking us to Amtrak. And she was like, this isn't Amtrak. And I was like, no, you got this wrong. This is not the Amtrak that I take. And she was like, this is BWI Amtrak. This is the only Amtrak the school goes to. And so then I was like, oh, okay, I understand, but this is not the Amtrak that my ticket is for. My ticket is for the one that's in Baltimore Penn Station. And then she was all like, oh. And then she looked at my ticket and was like, you're right, you are at the wrong one. But she was like, I'm sorry, but this is the only one that the school goes to. So I'm like, oh, okay, I understand this is the only one the school goes to, but my train leaves in about 30 minutes. So I need you to please bring me back to the Baltimore one because that's the only way that I'm gonna get home. And if I miss that train, I'm gonna be 7 hours away from home, so I'm not gonna get home. She was like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I began to reiterate myself, and she's like, yeah, I know, but this is the only train station that the school goes to, so we're gonna have to figure something out. We're gonna have to figure something out. She was like, let's go inside this train station, and let's see if maybe we could transfer your ticket that you bought for that train station to this one. We like rush up to the counter, and then the lady's like, how can I help you today? And then we were like, well, I have to transfer my bus ticket because I'm at the wrong bus station, so I want to know if I can change it to this one. And then she's like, okay, let me help you with that. And then she goes away for like a sec, and then she looks back and is like, oh, I'm sorry. And then she was like, all of our computers have shut down. And so I'm mad at this point because I'm like, so the computers all of a sudden shut down the moment that I get to her in line and I'm ready to like get my business together, the computers shut down. So we're like, okay, so when do you think they'll be back on? She was like, there's no telling, it's probably going to be down for a few, but if you just wait over there for a little bit. And I'm like, yo, like now by this time, I'm like 20 minutes late. I call my dad. I tell him everything that happens. My dad's like, why can't they just bring you to the train station that you're supposed to be at? And I'm like, because they said that they couldn't. My dad was like, oh, hold on one second. So he goes into like black parent mode and he calls the school and basically he lets the school know that basically my daughter has to be at this Penn station. If she doesn't get there, she's not going to get home. If she doesn't get home, there's going to be an issue. I'm calling my cousin this whole time and my cousin's at work, so his phone is off. And so finally I get connected to him and I'm like, yo, I'm at the wrong station. My train is about to leave like literally now it's like about to leave in 10 minutes. Mind you, the place that we were at was like supposed to be like 15 minutes away from the actual train station. My cousin's like, okay, I just got off of work. I'm on my way to come get you. Da da da. And my cousin was like, matter of fact, ask her if she could drop you back off at the bus station. I'm gonna meet you at the bus station, and then we're gonna zoom right over to the train station so you don't miss your train. So then the lady, she takes off and she's driving me to the bus station and she's trying to have a small chat with me. But I'm like, I really don't really want to talk to you because you was just about to leave me stranded there and tell me that there was nothing that you could do about it and just let me have Thanksgiving by myself on the street corner. And then my cousin who was supposed to be there, he calls me and was like I got stuck in traffic or whatever. I'm like, be stuck in traffic. He gets there to the bus station. I kid you not, the train station is like a 5-minute drive. My cousin makes it there in like 2. My cousin makes it to the train station in 2, so I'm grabbing all my stuff, like all my luggage. I'm like, okay, cousin, like, I'll see you later. Bye, I love you. Thank you so much. First, I have to figure out where the train is, and I go to the front, and I'm like, I need the train. Let's say that the train was called Train 96. So I'm like, okay, I'm looking for Train 96. Which one is it on? So then the people are like, Train 96. And I'm like, yeah, Train 96. Like, I'm in a hurry. My train's about to leave. I don't know which one it is. And then it was like, you're on Train 96. It's on Section A. And they're boarding. And they're about to leave right now. Go, go. I'm just like, yo, like, I'm about to miss my train. So I'm just running. I'm just like running down the steps. And then I just see these trains. And I don't know, like, I just hear that whistle that the train does kind of before it's about to leave. And I hear that. And I don't know what train I'm on. I just hop on the first train that I see. I get into the train, like, I'm just like looking around. And, you know, I just see all of these people. And then I'm like texting Ryan this whole time too, like, yo, like, I almost missed the train. Like, I literally jumped into the train before the doors shut, and I almost missed the train. I was like, yo, I was gonna be staying with you and your family. That could have been nice. So then finally I'm on the train, and then I asked the person next to me, like, where is this train going? Luckily it's going to the places where I need it to go, and I get home safely. So that's the time where I was stuck, almost stuck, like 8 hours away from home on the holidays. I don't know what I would have done. It was a really bad experience, and it makes me upset because I feel like whenever I go home, I always have some type of crap to deal with on the transportation system, because I can never, the only time that I get to home without any issues is when my dad comes to get me, and my dad doesn't like to drive that far. So thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this vlog / story time. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Yeah, I learned the game from William Wesley. You can never check me. Back to back for the nigga.